Good morning. Welcome to the craft room. I'm Ellie Barnes. It's been wonderful to get away, have a holiday, and enjoy the sunshine, but it's even better to get back and get into crafting again. I love doing crafting and I love showing you some of the new and exciting things we have. And Stamping Up are constantly bringing out exciting new suites and bundles and all sorts of things. So today we're going to look at the Floral Charm Suite. So we're not going to muck around and spend all morning chatting. We're going to get straight down to the desk. I'm going to quickly show you the suite and then we're going to get crafting. So let's go straight to the desk, see if we can get this right after I've been away for a couple of weeks. That's looking pretty good. Stay there. Just want to stay. There we go. There we go. So let's get this all happening. I'll move that so I can go up further. So here is the wonderful bundle and it's called A Charming Day. We've got beautiful roses here. It's all roses. I love roses. This suite is my suite. And it's got a thank you, it's got can't wait to see you again, it's got a birthday, it's got you made my day, and just a simple, hey, happy birthday, hey, thanks for being you, hey, can't wait to see you again, hey, you made my day. So, great little set here. We've got lots of dies, they cut out the images, but we've got dies that will also cut out a single rose, a group of roses, a stem with lots of leaves on it and some extra flowers. So we cut out all the images, we've got extras to cut out. It's a great bundle. It comes with even better paper. Have a look at this. I think it goes this way. Some of them have a way to go. Now I'm just going to quickly do a flick as we go to see the other side. Love this, but look at this as an alternative, so that you can use that in backgrounds. Love this one. They're my colours. The navy, I'd say it's Misty Moonlight, it looks like. And we've got Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock, all my favourite colours. And on the back, we've got this one. So the backs are more subtle, but they work so well. And you're going to see that in the card today. Here's some, these got some orange colours in it. And we've just got some muted colour there. And it's not just a flat colour, it's like it's been done with some paintbrushes. We have some stems here. And we have the orange, which matches like that. Those two go together. Same pattern, different colours. Love this piece too. And it's again muted on the back. So you have two, I'll show you in a minute. And then we've got this piece. I quickly did that, didn't I? We're using this piece today. We've got this piece, and on the back again is the stems. So you actually have two stems. Let's see if we can get this. Two stems, two florals, and two plain. And that gives you an idea of the colour range that's in there too. It's a great set of colours to work with. Also in the suite, they have these charming shimmer faceted dots. Now, just so that you know, I put on the front what colours they're in. So they're in Petal Pink, Berry Burst and Night and Navy. I also say when they came out, July. And I also put their name. It is on the back. But when I'm flicking through, I'm looking at the front. I sometimes need a name. So I put it on the front too. So we're going to put all that aside and get started. So as I said, we're going to use this piece of paper and we're going to use both sides. So it's going to work together. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. So we'll start with a card. I'm going to keep it very basic for the first one back after the holiday. Oh, I haven't checked. Hopefully we are going live in the right place. forget to do this sometimes. Yes, we are. You're welcome to put comments in and say hello. I'm back on now, so I've got the comments up now, so I can see them. So we're just cutting our cardstock in half, which is at 14.8, and we're going to fold it with our bone folder. Now, probably haven't got anything out prepared, so I prepared all this before I left on holiday because I knew we weren't getting back till late last night. So hopefully I can remember exactly what I've done. We'll put that aside for a minute. Well, we won't. We need to cut the paper. Ellie, what are you doing? I'm going to cut, and I have no idea what size I want. I do, but I don't. Let's cut it so that we're cutting 10 centimetres by 14.2. Now, that is our card front. But I'm going to do something different. I'll pop these aside. We don't need those bits. I don't think we do. We do need one more piece. And I can't remember the measurement. I don't want to show you the card yet. Do you want to see the card? Or do you like waiting till the end? We need a 2.5 piece of this one. We'll put that aside. That's for inside the card. But I'm going to cut another 2.5 piece off this. And another 2.5 piece off this. So we'll put those there. Now we do need to cut out a piece of paper for the inside. So this will be the same size, 10 centimetres by 14.3. And again, that's 0.5 centimetre smaller than the card. So we'll pop all that aside. Pop this aside. We don't need this again. Now, we'll just do some gluing first. We'll glue this on here. And that's at the inside of our card. We'll get some stamping done, but we'll do some gluing first. If the glue hasn't been used for 2 weeks, it doesn't know what to do. So I'm just putting that on the edge there. And that's just going to mimic the outside of the card on the inside. And then we'll put this up the right way. We're going to put one piece upside down, or the back side of it, then the front side, and then we're going to turn this one over and do the back side of that. So that we're showing off both sides of that beautiful piece of paper. So we'll glue those on. Really need to do a stronger fold with this. Burnish it more so it sits flat. So we'll just whip some glue on. I'll pop this over this side of the card. Now you've got to watch when you're putting these on. If I put it on the wrong way, won't all fit. So again, we'll pop this one on. And then we'll pop the last piece on. So that's showing off that beautiful paper both sides. So to decorate, well, we need to have some white for what we're going to say. I also want to use some gold. Now, this doesn't have a label, so I'm going to use, these are, what are they called? Let's see, I've got some spares in the back here. Textured notes labels. And I'm going to use, I don't want it hide too much of the card, so I'm going to use the third one. And I'm going to cut that out of there. And I don't know if I can, no, it's not going to fit. Oh, I'm not thinking it through properly yet. Getting back into the crafting, I need another piece of gold. And this is my little remnants that are left. Here's a piece I could use. You can see I've cut a piece off of that. I'm going to cut out this single rose in gold. We can pop that one in there, can't we? It'll fit. And then in the paper that's left over, I might see if I've got a little bit on its own. No, I haven't. In the paper that's left over, I'm going to cut out this leaf, and you'll see how this, or stem, goes together. So we'll cut those three things out. If I can find my scissors. Some of the things are still packed because I took scissors with me crafting. I haven't even had a chance to unpack. I haven't even unpacked the box that arrived just before we left either. That'll be today's fun. So we're going to cut those three pieces out, and then I'll cut some paper to fit inside the gold. So we'll bring this in, ready to go. I have to get some new plates. Actually, I think there's new plates in that box that have arrived. So we'll pop that one on there. We'll put it to the side because you never know, we might be able to use some of that gold paper for something else. And we'll pop this one on here. You can't see what I'm doing. I have to move it up. And then we'll pop this one on. So we'll cut all three out at once. Make sure we've got that on. Put this on plate. Life will be much easier with new plates. But here we go. Oh, muscles needed to get those bent plates through. There we go. Now, we won't need this again, so we'll pop all this down and have a look. So we've got this piece, and doesn't that look gorgeous? Having those patterns on the edge and each one being different, you get lots of different looks for your cards. And here is this gorgeous, gorgeous piece of leaves or greenery to go behind our rose. And then this I really love. Let's get all these things out of the road. So we've just got the pieces we're working with. Now, come on, Rose. This is gorgeous. Look at that. I think that's beautiful. Now, I need to get my little ruler so I know what size I need to cut. So I'm looking at about 3.5 by under 7.5. So I'll bring the trimmer back in and quickly cut some white paper. Where did I put that piece of white paper? Oh, I had it. Oh, here it is. I have to get back into crafting a bit more of. So 3.5 by just under 7.5, I said. So we'll make it one under 7.5, and let's see if that fits nicely. Yeah, that's going to fit lovely inside that lovely pattern. So we're going to bring the stamp mat out and we're going to do a bit of stamping. I'm going to bring a piece of paper out. These are just, I cut up after I finished using some of the grid paper on it. I just cut them into small bits that I can use on my mats for stamping off and things. Because sometimes you just need a little bit of paper underneath or to stamp off. And so if it's messy and gooey in one part, you can throw that out but keep the bit that's okay. And that's good recycling. So we're going to stamp off. If I do that over here, you'll see it's a much lighter look. And that's what I want on my card, on my label, because I am going to stamp happy birthday on there, but I want it to have some leaves to match the paper. And I want to do the same on here to match it up. Oh, that was a bit strong, but that's all right. And then I'm just going to take pecan pie for my label and use the happy birthday out of the set. Now, I love that font. It's very, very natural, like handwriting. And we're just going to stamp that in there. It could have been straighter, but it'll do. And I just stuck my finger in it. Do you do that? I've done that many times. Hang on, I can't even pull that without... Let's get that off. There you go. We'll put all that aside. So now we've got most of our pieces that we need. We will need some dimensionals, so I'll grab those. And it's time to put our card together. So we've got our front. Let's put this in the middle. And that just gives you plenty of space to write, but brings the front back. And you can write over these. I've tried to do them light enough that you can write over them. So we'll glue this one on. And pop it in the middle here. And then for the front, I'm going to glue this on here. Before I go on with the gluing though, I'm going to put this on with dimensionals so that that sits up and catches your eye. Now this is a pretty quick card, but it really stands out with the using both sides of the paper, and I really just love the roses. And I think the gold rose will look lovely. So we'll just grab these off. Come on. Pop them in there. And we'll pop that on like so. Now I've put happy birthday down this area deliberately, because I'm going to bring my leaves in, and yes, some of them will be on top of the happy birthday label, which means they're a lot higher than the ones that are on the bottom, but they'll sit fine. So I'm just going to put some dots of glue, if it cooperates, on the back of these bigger leaves. The rest will be fine. That's all we need to hold it. And then we're going to put that on like so. Oh, there's a little bit of... Oh, stay still. I just want to get that piece out. I didn't notice that was still left in. Happens sometimes. So there, they're sticking down. The stem's not, but that's okay. And then I'm going to take a dimensional and I'm going to put it, I just want this one big one, under the rose. But I want to make sure some of these leaves stick down, so we're going to pop a bit of glue on the leaves. And yes, the flower will be sitting up and the leaves, some of the leaves won't be. But that set will be there and that won't be like that. We'll just hold them a minute. And we're nearly done. Now, I was going to put some, I'm going to put bling on it. And if you remember when I showed you at the start, if I can find it. I've just thrown everything to the side like I usually do. Where did the bling go? Yeah. That's really not going to match in with this card. I could perhaps use this one, but I wanted the green. And this is out of the Painted Pears suite, the low profile dots. And it comes in Mossy Meadow, no, Secret Sea, Mossy Meadow, and Darling Duckling. And although this is Mossy Meadow, no, Secret Sea, it actually blends in quite nice, that I've discovered. I'll show you if I can get these out. It works quite well. Because it's got a bit of glitter in that, you can't really tell that it's actually more of a blue, and it works quite well with the Pretty Peacock. Well, I felt so. And I'm just going to use 3 of the smaller ones. So we'll just get them up. Now I'm going to put one here. I'm just going to put them on the label. I think I'll do one down here since we've got this lovely spot here. And last one. Come on, sometimes they just don't want to come. Where will I put this one? Will I put it here? I was going to put it up the top, but because I've put happy birthday sort of going up in the round area, we'll just make it go there. In fact, I'm not happy. This is what I do. This is me. I'm going to put it down there. Like so. And that's my card. So I'm showing off both sides of the paper. And we've got it inside. We've got stamping, we've got dies, we've got everything there. So I wanted to show you though, when I was planning this, I tried a couple of different designs. So if I go back to our paper and pull out this one, its back was this colour, and so this is the card I prepared with that. And then I also loved this paper. But when I looked at the back, I'd wanted leaves or flowers, like I've got there, leaves, flowers on one and leaves on the other. So I grabbed, instead of that paper, this paper and used its back so that I had those two together. And this is the card that I created with that one. So it's very versatile, this design. You can use any designer series paper, and you're just doing a greeting with something towards the side. So I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe there's one you prefer better. You can let me know in the comments whether it's the you could call it green, or it's pecan pie, blue, or misty moonlight, or you could call that like purple, I guess. It's it's blackberry bliss. So put in the comments green, blue, purple, and let me know which one's your favourite. All right, let's come back to me. Short and sweet today. Kept to my half an hour. That's unusual for me, isn't it? I'm known for going a lot longer than that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. For those that do my classes are all on this week. So we're the Tuesday morning class and the Thursday evening. So I look forward to seeing you all. And also we've got coming up in the next few days, in the next few weeks, we have our Christmas in July activity, where we're going to do some Christmas card creating and perhaps something special. All right, have a good week. I look forward to seeing those that attend classes here during the week, and otherwise I will catch you all next Saturday. Have a good week. Bye-bye.